Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from a smoggy Busan. Today is, I mean, just look at it. The sun, it looks like there's toilet paper over it. It's just like fuzzy, smoggy. January 30th, 4:24 p.m. It's a Friday, 2026. I don't really have any specific plans, but I do have an idea of what I want to do. So obviously, there's that nice hotel, the Westin, all the way at the end of the beach with really good views. And according to ChatGPT, there's like a restaurant there and a buffet and a bar. And the room rate isn't that bad. It's like $170 a night, which is pretty much any hotel in the US these days. But this is one of the nicest ones in Busan. So we're gonna walk the beach, go to the end. And maybe we'll make this like a happy hour hunt. Although according to ChatGPT, they don't really do happy hour. They do like the all-day happy hour at some places. If it's an all-day happy hour, then it's not a happy hour. That's just the normal price. $5 beers, all-day happy hour. Well, then it's just $5 beers. Like, who are you fooling? Then it's just a $5 beer, no matter when you go in. Because it's a 24/7 happy hour. It's like, what are you talking about? It's the stupidest thing I ever heard of. This hotel is also supposed to be very good. There's a nice Chinese restaurant in there, but it's still like $100 US a person for like a 7-course menu. I don't know about that. That's a little too much for me. Once again, like, we're at this light. 2 minutes just to go 1 block. I could walk to the end of the block and back before this light turns green. I can't talk in these headphones. I'm taking them out. I don't care if they think I'm crazy. Like, look at how long these lights are. And this is the only crosswalk. You can't, you could cross that way. I guess I should have done that. But how long have I been talking for? Let's see. That's how long this light, 2 minutes. This light is over 120 seconds long. And there hasn't been a car in a while. Look at that. It goes green and then a Mercedes rolls through. That's what I mean. Those things are optional. Do never, ever, ever trust those crosswalk things. It's usually not a problem in the US, but over here, it's freaking optional. That's a sign, guys, that it's not exactly what you think it is. When traffic laws are optional, like this guy on the sidewalk with the scooter. Is he gonna stop? No. He does it in front of the camera. The guy pulls in front of me in front of the camera too. And there's police right there. They won't do a thing. I have never seen a car get pulled over for a traffic violation in 3 months living in Asia. Not once. But you see them just running red lights. You see people get hit by the car. Like they get bumped into on the bumper at the crosswalk. And they don't do a thing. Honestly, I don't think they're allowed to. Look at this. It's insanity. I've never been to Africa, but I can't imagine how it gets crazier. It's like the Wild West. People in their cars. I push pedal, I turn wheel, me big man. I push pedal, I turn wheel, move, I big man. That's what people are like in their cars. Me big man, me in car. Have fun getting shit on. Oh boy. This place goes from like really nice and civilized to just insanity on the drop of a dime. It changes like the wind. It's a house of cards. I feel like it could collapse at any given moment, depending on the wind. That's what these places kind of feel like. Now, I'm feeling like a cocktail for happy hour, but I was talking to a friend. They said, only drink imported liquor. Because, yeah, does anyone remember Japan? They had the bottle of Jack Daniels and they're refilling it from an unbranded bottle. They did it right in front of the camera, too. They don't give a shit. You would think they would do that, like, in the back room. Or they would refill the Jack Daniels with, like, you know, the whatever the hell they refill it with. Yeah, they probably shouldn't do it in front of the guy vlogging. But they do it in front of the guy vlogging. Like, it's definitely illegal. But I guarantee you that no one in the history of Japan has ever been reprimanded for it. It's getting cold. This is like the hot spring foot bath spa. They say it's pumped from 3,000 meters below the earth, but how many miles is that? Is that even possible? Has anyone even drilled that far in human history? Hold on. I gotta look this one up because it sounds like complete bullshit to me. 3,000 meters below the earth is what I saw. I'm pretty sure of it. Where does Busan get the hot spring water from? I don't see any hot springs. Several kilometers underground. So there's giant holes they're drilling several kilometers underground. Hot spring water is alkaline, rich in sodium bicarbonate, sometimes contain chloride, calcium, and magnesium. So they're drilling 3,000 meters beneath the surface for the hot spring water. Hello. That's what I read. Now it's not saying anything. Now it's not responding. That just sounds like bullshit to me. We're almost at the Westin. Short answer, no. Well, somebody told me 3,000 meters. 1,500 meters deep. How many miles is 1,500 meters? It smells like BS to me. 0.93 miles. What is the farthest that humans have drilled? $12,000 meters. I guess. Sure. Whatever they say. They're drilling 1,500 meters to get water here. That's what it says. Sure. Let's see. So it's 4:30. A lot of places don't open until 7. But this is an American brand. I think they have more of their wits about them. It's just one of those days where everyone's kind of spaced out. Somebody pushed all the buttons in the elevator, so it took me 10 minutes just to get down from my room because somebody pushed every floor in the elevator. What the fuck is going on in those heads? And the door stays open in the elevator for like 30 seconds. So 10 floors, 30 seconds per floor? Yeah, it took like 10 minutes just to get down from the hotel. It's like nothing makes sense. I feel like I'm back in the other parts of the world. It's a nice walk though. I like the cargo ships. Yeah, you see, like, it's just smoggy. The other thing is, like, here's some vending machines. Not many vending machines, more than the US, but let's look at the prices. $1.50, $1.50, $2, $1.50, 1,500 won is $1. So $1. And then hot and ice. 50-cent coffee. I don't know. Yeah, 50-cent coffee. Not bad. Public restrooms, although most beaches have public restrooms, but it is nice that you don't have to pay or have a badge or anything like that. Yeah, if you check my YouTube, I tried to look at the restaurant details on the Marriott's website. Every single page went to not found. So I have no idea what the restaurant situation here is like. I do see a waiter up there. I don't see a restaurant on the top, but the view should still be pretty good. The views is pretty cool. Who knows? Who gives a shit? There's a E-Mart in the Westin. That's cool. Hyundai. Okay, so the shelters that we saw the other day, yeah, they're definitely for tsunamis, so not earthquakes. Although in Japan, they called the earthquake a tsunami. They're different. I don't know. Maybe it is for earthquakes. I guess those words are interchangeable here. I don't know. But a tsunami is like a big wave. And an earthquake is, well, an earthquake. Nice Christmas decorations still up. Now, I don't want to sit down and... I don't want a 7-course dinner. We'll take a look. CVS. I don't think so. That's Marine Bay. Donald Trump's house is over there. What does that say? I thought that said something else. I don't need anything from E-Mart. Alright, let's, what we got? 16 minutes. Is there anything down there? There was like a gazebo. Yeah, let's walk. It looks like there's a viewing deck. We'll go over to the viewing deck, and then we'll go inside. Korean restaurant, Shio Bowl. We just had... Now I'm getting hungry. Isn't that weird? The second you get around a restaurant, you start getting really hungry. I guarantee you, there's a chemical that they put in the air. That would be pretty smart, right? You own a restaurant, you pump out chemicals to make people hungry, you'd sell a lot of food, wouldn't you? Like Annie Ann's pretzels, you smell that throughout the entire mall. I think it's more than just the pretzel ovens. I think it's some kind of synthetic chemical, guys. I think it's a little more than just a really good pretzel oven. You could smell that a mile away. Oh, there are the little train cars over there. That's the river, or the harbor, the port, the harbor. The Seawalk. We got here, there's a lighthouse back there. I'm not going that far. Dongbaksum Island. Okay. No sitting, no alcohol, no throwing salt, no playing tag, no diving, no farting, no making waves, and you have to be 4,000 years old or younger. Got it. Lighthouse. Yeah, this is like the other one. Nice, look at this. Please do not lean. Oh, there's a mermaid over there. Oh, the gazebo's part of the Westin. Bummer. No public gazebo. Alright, we're not doing an excursion right now. Since long ago, the beautiful natural landscape has earned a spot among the 8 views of Korea. Well, I think Korea has more than 8 views. 8 great views would make a little more sense. It's also famous as a place to appreciate both magnificent moonrises and marvelous sunsets. Well, not today. It's smoggy. Winding around 15 curves in the scenic ocean in the backdrop, Dalmaji Gill Road represents a fantastic driving course. What? A driving course? Where? Here's the mermaid. I'm all congested. I'm not gonna read all that. But yeah, that's cool. That's a good photo. Hold on. That's Instagram worthy. drop my phone. That part really ruins the photo. Nope, you can't go down. There's police tape on it. I don't know why. Let's go down on this one. Yeah, that'll be a better photo down there. Don't go over the railing. Well, what if... Never mind. Caution, stairs. Not until you get all the way down the stairs is the caution. There we go. This is a better photo. There you go. There you go. The rule of 3 in photography. Let's get a selfie. Where's the mermaid? There she is. Skyline. Whoa. That's a pretty good photo, no? That's pretty cool, guys. Maybe we'll get some B-roll. Where are we at? 21 minutes. McDonald's. Falcon legs deployed. Come on. This is where the Gorilla Pod comes in handy. There you go. See the moon. It's cool. I don't really feel like walking up steps for the rest of the day, so. Let's check out this hotel. But yeah, this is cool. This would be a good makeout spot. Maybe come here at midnight in the summer. Not the worst spot, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, that's a spa at the Westin. Any, are those ducks? Yeah, they're duckies. That's cute. Or birds. Something like that. Just standing around. No idea. Just standing in the corner looking at their phones. So freaking bizarre, dude. Guy looks so sketch. Alright, let's check out this situation here. We're gonna switch. This will be part 2.